welcome to one of the NFL's signature venues, Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Tonight, we're keeping it in the AFC West. It's the Las Vegas Raiders and the Kansas City Chiefs. Daniel Carlson ready to get us started, and we're off from Arrowhead. It's Brashard Smith now with the return. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down. So here come the Chiefs, taking the field for their first drive of the game. And leading them as he always does, the quarterback seeking his 4th consecutive Super Bowl appearance and a 4th Super Bowl title. It's Patrick Mahomes.
Pretty remarkable, isn't it, Kate, that the worst season statistically in Mahomes' career was still good enough to finish 6th in the MVP voting and reach a 4th straight Super Bowl. Shows just how high his bar is compared to everyone else, and he's still the QB that almost all are chasing.
Finds him over the middle. Not a lot of room for him. He makes it to the 34. Kevin White hauls him down.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second down now. They need 7. Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. That second down long is only going to manage a yard.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Raiders with an extra DB out there, 3rd down. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Breaks across midfield, hits the opposing territory. And he takes this into enemy territory to the 48-yard line. He'll get 16 yards on that play. And that's a Chiefs first down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
They go play action. It's Mahomes. This one's to Rice out on the right side. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets him all the way down to that 15-yard line. That one nabs him 33 yards and a new set of downs, too.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Working inside the red zone. Escapes a defender. Brought in. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
Kate, if you and I took a whirlwind tour and watched young quarterbacks, the hardest route to complete is this one. A lot of them could throw go routes and slants and drags and in cuts, but throwing that out route takes some time, takes some precision, and a whole bunch of trust between QB and receiver.
Again, Mahomes to throw. That's complete. Isaiah Pacheco. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Solid opening drive so far, Brock. Few chances to cap it here. This is 1st and goal. Throwing again, Mahomes. Has it in close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
They're lining up on the doorstep. 2nd and goal from inside the 1. Pacheco. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Chiefs finish up an excellent opening series. Pacheco, touchdown! Well, Brock, this was the type of start we expected, right? Given the lopsided matchup we've got, now it's up to their opponents to start giving them a challenge. Keep this one competitive.
Easier said than done, and you know that, Kate, playing as severe underdogs on the road. How they respond on this next drive is going to be really telling for the direction this game goes.
Now Harrison Butker for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Chiefs will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
7, Raiders nothing.
Butker on now to kick this one away.
Kickoff for Kansas City.
Samir White on the return. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So here come the Raiders now for their opening drive. And leading them out, you and I have both covered this guy, Brock, a veteran drafted back in 2013, coming off a career high in passing yards last season. It's Geno Smith.
Not been a whole lot of careers quite like Geno's. The miraculous second act of his career in 2022 is now old news. And I think it's because of a stubbornness, a stick-to-itiveness, and a competitiveness that few have.
The first carry here for Ashton Genty. And he's out of bounds after a gain of about 8, so a nice pick up there, 2nd and 2.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Play action. Here's Smith. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
What an excellent job there by the defense. Once he gets out on the move to be able to corral and contain him and not give up any yards. So often a unit can't keep that contained, and a play like that will go for a big gain.
3rd and just 2 to go. Here he is on 3rd and short. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it. But it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down. So no initial clapback, at least not immediately. Gonna have to play from the deficit for at least a little while as that opening drive stalls out.
And your hope here offensively is that deficit remains unchanged when you get the ball back the next time, because you do not want to be looking 2 scores down to start this one out.
And the fair catch made here at the 15. The Chiefs sending their offense out for the 2nd time this game. They've gotten off to the exact start they wanted, Brock, and now an early chance to pull away and get some distance on their opponents.
Shorty got that body out of no time, set up, you gon' kill my vibe. Stand on my money, don't know my side. Pick them sides, and you better choose wisely. That's my high. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And this is going to be halted just before he can reach the 30. Give him 13 on that play. And it's going to be 1st down, Kansas City.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
To the line and sets. Here we go, 1st down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He finds Pacheco out of the backfield. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
It's a designed run from Mahomes. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
It's a gain of 8.
When they draw up these plays for the quarterback, these are the type of results they're expecting, Kate. Something that could tear a hole in the defense, move the chains, and just as importantly, and maybe most importantly, put a seed of doubt and thought into that defensive mind that the QB can run at any time.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. They gain 11 on that play. And that's a Chiefs first down.
Such a terrific job by the receiver. You can't give that route away. You got to run a curl. And the best, like curl and go, hook and go, out and up guys, Kate, they run that initial route full speed. He did. Got the defense to bite, and the play went right over his head.
1st and 10, it's Mahomes. Out left, Worthy makes the grab. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. A counter give here to Pacheco. Gets it forward for a gain of 3. Landon Roberts coming over for the hit.
You know, the defenses in the league today, they have to be so reactive. They have to be so twitchy. But this was a good job by that front. Yeah, they reacted initially, but then they showed the burst, the quickness of pursuit defensively to limit that counter gain to less than 5.
That's the first down, and he's still going. He's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Mahomes on 1st and 10. Short pass brought in. And he'll go down here at the 16.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates now as a receiver in the open field.
2nd and 3 now. Quick throw left side, complete. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. To rock this offense, looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Butker to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chiefs drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
Raiders, nothing.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Here's White on the return. He dodged the tackle. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Second drive coming up for the Las Vegas offense. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening first down as they take the field a second time. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. First play is going to be a give to Genty. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Out of the gun, here's Smith. On target to Thornton. And this one only manages the yard before coming to an end out of bounds. It's going to be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Throwing on 3rd, Smith. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
It's the end of the first in this AFC West showdown. Our score, 14-0. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. Time now for the second quarter. Raiders in possession. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Smith back to throw. Got a man, it's Mayer. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
That's not a big completion on the stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. Quarterback run here. A 6-yard gain on the play. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
A gain of 6.
Not the biggest game, but exactly what they needed. Just get the first down and keep this drive rolling.
First down, Raiders.
1st and 10 now from the 46. From the gun, Smith. Hits him on the end route. He's got it in the red zone. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders make it a one-score game in the first half. Tyler Lockett, the touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Daniel Carlson on for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Raiders chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Raiders 7.
Just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. On the return, here's Nico Remigio. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Chiefs are out once again. Their offense led by Patrick Mahomes. And that lead they've got, Brock, they are never going to have to worry about losing it if they keep scoring every time they touch this football.
Is that how it works?
It surprisingly is. You know, if you have the lead and you don't lose it, you win.
And that type of start, well, you wanted all 17 games of a season, but you're lucky to get it more than once.
Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. It is caught left side. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
A second down run by Pacheco. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, kid, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
Quick throw completed by Mahomes. And he'll get it up to the 44.
Complete to Rasheed Rice. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 44-yard line.
2nd and 3 now. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. And for the first time, one of his throws doesn't find a home. It's incomplete, but boy, what a streak he had to begin this game. Well, what a stretch to begin the game, Brock. That finally his first incompletion. He had been perfect across so many looks before that.
Hard. It's just hard to be perfect with that kind of precision. That was rhythm. It's truly rhythm personified.
Yeah, it makes you marvel at the NFL record, doesn't it? Got slid this great note from our stats savant, Daniel Kitchen. Phillip Rivers owns that pocket. Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they're staring at a 4th down now after that sack.
One of the hardest things to measure at that NFL combine. Sure, you get verticals and 40s and bench presses, but it's hard to measure determination and heart. That clip right there, that was all about want to for this defense to get that sack.
The Chiefs looking to punt on 4th down, so on comes Matt Araiza to handle it. And a nice return out of them. They have it a little further up past their own 30. The Raiders and Tyler Lockett readying for a new series on offense. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. First and 10 from the 32. Shotgun snap to Smith. They're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a Vegas first down.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
Smith on first down. Little step up, and there he goes. And he'll manage what he can up to the 48. That's George Karlaftis who got there for the stop.
The positive of that effort, he didn't go backwards, didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on 2nd down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Running back sent in motion left. And they don't get any help on this 2nd down, Brock. He is out right along the line, so no gain. Dime coverage for the Chiefs as they get prepped for this 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force out 4th down, gets down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure. Let the cover guys go shut it down.
Here comes A.J. Cole back to the field for a punt. And this one's away and looking good. Nice angle on this one, headed towards the sideline. The Chiefs are out once again. Their offense led by Patrick Mahomes. And at the pace he's begun the game throwing the football, Brock, he is in line for a special type of performance if they need to keep throwing it until the end. Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. It gives it Pacheco to start the drive. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Now it's Mahomes. That's caught in stride by Rice. And he picks up about 6 on the play. Stopped, though, right near the marker. Didn't get it. 3rd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. They'll go with Hunt on the run. And this defense is going to win this rep. They hold strong there in the middle. Get him down right at the line. 4th down coming up.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Another punt coming up. Matt Ariza to do the honors once again. Back deep for the Raiders, Trey Tucker. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. Out comes Las Vegas on offense. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
On 1st down, here's Smith. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
My goodness, was that some kind of speed off the edge. There's only a handful of tackles in this league that have the lateral movement to stay in front of an end like that. It may be time for this quarterback to start mixing up his cadence, his count, certainly making sure this defensive end can't get off the way that he has.
Things already looking a good bit tougher here. It is 2nd and 17 after the sack. Smith to the air now. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that's gonna leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Passing struggles bleeding over from that last play. He's forced to get rid of this one.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he had enough time in the pocket, but then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses.
And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. The Chiefs offense set to take over again. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Pacheco. Only finds a couple of yards of space. It's 2nd down.
Devin White on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
To the air, Mahomes. Kelsey's got it right side. And they take him down at the 24-yard line. So 3rd and 6 on deck, Brock, as we've reached our 2-minute warning. It's the Chiefs in front here at Arrowhead. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. They'll air it out on 3rd. Oh, they're on it, but he's dropped again. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So on 4th down, out comes Matt Ariza to boot it away. Deep to receive it is Trey Tucker. For much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. The Vegas offense getting set for another drive now. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. They give up the guts. It's Genty. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate. It gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Working now from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Move the chains! Gotta move the chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Smith. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. The timeout taken by Vegas. That's its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. After the sack, let's see what the offense does here. 2nd and 18 coming up. Here's Smith. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this 1st half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Completed over the middle. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. The Raiders bringing out the punting unit. Chiefs have Nico Remigio out for the return. Baby, there's way too much behind that kick, and he knew it. That's all the way over the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs taking over now, real late in this opening half. They're up by 7. Let's see if they choose to rest on that and just go into the locker room. Going empty as they come to the line. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Into the hands of Worthy over the middle. And this is going to come to an end right at the 32-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
First and 10 from the 32. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that first down play. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. First and 10 from the 32. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. That's another quick hitter. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. The Chiefs will use their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's first and 10 from the 47. Back to throw, Mahomes. This one's to Rice out on the right side. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Throwing again, Mahomes. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for one, maybe two more snaps.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. Tight end going in motion here. Third and short. Here's Mahomes. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on third down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
Matt Ariza on to punt. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. So a one-possession game, Brock, after our first two quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hansen. He's got our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Thanks for that update, Scotch. Welcome back, everyone, for the third quarter. Had a one-touchdown game here as we get you back down to the field. Butker on now to kick this one away. Dylan Laube on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Out come the Raiders. They'll have it first to begin the third quarter. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. Raiders just about ready for this one. It's first and 10. Smith. Look at that power, deep left side. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. 2nd and 10. They'll toss it. Genty. Well, that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Throwing on 3rd, Smith. Complete beyond the marker. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st down.
A gain of 16 yards.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Out left, and Lockett makes the grab. And he's tackled for no gain. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Smith. He's found some space as he crosses the 45. And he's finally brought down at the 33. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
1st down now, ball at the 33. Now Smith taking off with it. They get to him behind the line block. Looks like they're going to lose a couple on that zone read.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. From the gun, Smith. That's taken in nicely by Brock Bowers. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. A gain of 15 there. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. It's a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Back to Genty. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Another give here to Genty. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Smith. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. It's sack number 4 in the game for him. This one makes it 3rd down.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a one-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Smith setting to throw. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
So now on 4th down, the Raiders elected to send Daniel Carlson out for the field goal. They're going to mark this as a 24-yarder. Carlson's kick is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Nice to pay off any drive with some points and able to trim the lead slightly there the first time out in the second half. And even if they can't get into pole position, they just want to keep this thing close.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Mejio with the return. He stopped on the run back at the 27. Offense heading out now for the Chiefs. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. It's Mahomes. Connects on the crosser. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
A give right side. Here's Pacheco. Jukes away from one. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield. Good run. Gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Gets him on the end route. And his short game gets them a new set of downs.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you can take a lick at any time.
Ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. Zone read. It's Pacheco. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. To the sideline. Brought in by Worthy. And the gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face 3rd down.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Nickel set here from the Raiders. 3rd down. Throw in is Mahomes. He gets it to Rice. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. He gets 6 on that play. And it's going to be 1st down, Kansas City. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
This is thrown towards a defender instead, man. He's the one who makes a play on football. That's not what this offense wants. Incomplete on 1st down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
Ball stays at that 37. Here's 2nd and 10. throw for Mahomes. Short pass brought in. And that will not be enough for a first down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
All right, 2 yards to go here on third down on what will be the 9th play of this impressive drive. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Got a man, and Kelsey has it. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Tight end that moves the chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with Pacheco. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too.
When one defender failed, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. To the air, Mahomes. He goes back to him yet again, complete. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Chiefs football trying to carry this lead across the finish line. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Pacheco gets it from the gun. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Heads out on the bootleg. Brought in. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
3rd and 2, Mahomes to throw. He's got it, it's in close. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs now lead by 10. Travis Kelce, the touchdown. Now in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Butker to try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Chiefs drive their lead to 11.
Chiefs 21, Raiders 10.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Here's White on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Time for the Raiders offense to hit the field. This could be the decisive drive. Down 2 scores late. They've got to find some points to get it back within 1. Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10. Smith in the pistol. And down he goes. The Chiefs got to him. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
Might be time to reach in the bag of tricks on 2nd down. 16 to go following the sack. They go play action. Here's Smith. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
Dude, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week. During practice, that both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope we have just a little space to operate. That play-action works beautifully. And the tight end, the beneficiary.
Puts some air under it, deep down the left. He's got it at the 30. And this gets close to the red zone. He is inside the 25.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Smith on 1st down. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
That's another Raiders 1st down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. Smith yet again. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
No matter what other stats you want to look at in this ball game, well, this defense can take some serious pride in at least one thing, and that is 6 quarterback sacks on the afternoon. 6 sacks? Well, that's an expectation rarely achieved. And a sign? Well, this group did their homework, and they're making it pay on the field.
Headed in the wrong direction, Brock, as they take 2nd and goal now from the 13. Shotgun give here to Genty. And they're turned away again. 2 great defensive stands. We've arrived at 3rd and goal.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
On 3rd and goal, Smith. He's going to score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders now within 1 score in the 4th. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all, at this point, expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
They're going to try for 2. Smith getting his Raiders set.
The Raiders will line up.
They want to run it across. And he's into the end zone, so the 2-point try pays off. They cut the deficit to just a field goal here in the 4.
Raiders 18.
Critical two-point play there, Brock. The conversion puts them now in range of tying this sucker up with a field goal.
So different for everybody in the building, right? A three-point game, and especially different for the kicker. He wasn't needed there, but get yourself ready. Your defense does the job. You may need a game-tying field goal at some point soon.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a three-point game now. Here's Smith on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Chiefs are out once again. Their offense led by Patrick Mahomes. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. First call here coming from the shotgun. A tight end in motion now. Drive start to the quick throw left, complete. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate. It takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Back to Rice, caught again. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
First down from the 42. Pacheco on the toss right side. Get some space around midfield. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. They get 22 out of that play. And that's a Chiefs first down.
You know he'll never shy away from embracing contact on the play right up the gut. Come on. You know getting that toss in the open field is so much more fun. And on that play, well, certainly more exciting for all of us to watch too.
Running up the middle, Pacheco. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. Now, after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. On the draw, it's Pacheco. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
You know, some positive yardage there, Kate, but just as important, they're mixing up their play calling. And they could very well be setting up the defense for a big play later.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Finds him over the middle. And this is going to get him right up near that first down, but he's marked short after a gain of 7, 3rd down.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
They set him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down.
You know what? It's a pretty doggone impressive feat of strength to hold the line against a sneak, even when you know it's coming.
Harrison Butker out now. He knows how big this try is. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Tracking for it, and it's good! And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a one-score ball game.
After I'd imagine dozens and dozens of kicks into that net on the sideline staying warm, Kate, he finally gets his chance to knock the field goal through the uprights, and of course, wasn't going to whiff on that opportunity.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Albie with the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Raiders have their offense back out there. They threw it the whole way down the field on their last drive, and they'd welcome the same level of play on this series as well. Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Smith. Well, they took their shots, but unsuccessful on that first down throw, swatted away by the defense.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 23. Genty from the gun. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Looking to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down. Putting a receiver in motion. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
All right, this is going to be the last play before the 2-minute warning. A 1st down carry for Pacheco. And they'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down. That takes us to the 2-minute warning here in KC. Chiefs up by 6. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Nothing doing there as the 2nd down pass falls incomplete.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Here he is to throw. He finds Worthy, complete. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal. And right away we get a timeout from the defense. 1:51 to go.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
A touchdown would put this one to bed. A few shots at it here, starting with 1st and goal. They'll run, Pacheco. And he will get this to the end zone for a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs make it a 2-possession game here in the 4th. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Chiefs and Mahomes setting up for 2.
The Chiefs will
All right, they're going to throw for it. And this is caught, so add a couple more to this lead they've got here in the 4.
I always say about the NFL game, it's a game of matchups. And that time, they get the matchup they want, and they go right to it. It's a risky call throwing it for 2, but that risk pays off.
Butker on now to kick this one away.
For Kansas City.
Here's White on the return. This makes it up to the 25. Now the Raider offense headed back to the field. And they just saw that lead stretch out to a 2-score margin now. Really makes this a must-score series late.
And Kate, you know I believe this. You can never play this game in a state of desperation, but a state of urgency got to be at sky high right now.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Now Smith. It's a screen play to Genty. He'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Shotgun snap to Smith. Connects on the crosser. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. A timeout taken by Vegas. That's its 2nd. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first.
First down.
First and 10, gotta score immediately here. Only one timeout left, and that clock winding down. This one's taken in by Thornton. And he's gonna go down right along the midfield stripe.
This really isn't a route designed for a lot of yards, Kate. You're just trying to get a small handful and move on to the next down. Stay in rhythm. But anytime you can work some magic after the catch and stretch it out, those are welcome bonus yards.
Offense with an enviable spot to be in, 2nd and inches. And again, it's Smith. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
And the Raider first down.
1st and 10 from the 43. Again, it's Smith to the air. Finds the in route complete. And hey, if you can't prevent the catch, Brock, at least prevent a gain after it, right? So they make the quick stop with the 31. Now the Raiders using the last of their timeouts. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31. On 1st down, here's Smith. And this one does not go far.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
So score this a win for the Chiefs. This was a game they had circled a long time ago, Brock. You bring a division rival into your building, you want to make a statement at their expense and get that W.
We know it's not just an axiom, right, that it's so hard to win any game in the NFL. It is. They're difficult to do. But a division rival in your own building, it almost feels like a must-win, and that's the juice they played with today.
So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Chiefs as we say so long from Kansas City.